Hey, welcome back. This is the Empty Nest Empires podcast, episode number 24. And today we're going to talk about side hustle money. And let me tell you, if there's one thing the last 11 months has taught me, is that I have far too much stuff in my closet that I do not wear. And if I could go anywhere when COVID is over, would I wear those things? Probably not. So let's learn how to get rid of them and make some cash very quickly online. Okay, your nest is empty, or it will be within a few years. So now what? Whether you know it or not, we are building empires. Empires of faith, family, fun, fitness, and of course, finance. And those empires are the legacy we leave for our loved ones. I'm Tammy Romani, an empty nester mom, grandma, and entrepreneur with a vision for ever greater things in the years ahead. It's never too late, and there is no limit to what we can do. I'm so happy you're here. Now let's get to building. Yeah, I know I've been gone a really long time, and we're going to talk about that in future episodes. We've all had a rough time of it, right? But I am here with good news today. My guest is going to teach us how to make money this week. Hang on, because if you're like me, you've been wearing the same 10 things for 10 months, and you've realized that there's a lot of stuff in your closet, in your cabinets, in your kitchen that you just don't use anymore. You have no need for them. And I'm going to tell you, I will never have another garage sale or yard sale ever, ever, ever. Because at those kinds of things, you get maybe a tenth of what you could get by selling them online without leaving your house, without any extra expense. So we're going to teach you how today, and also I want you to go ahead and sign up for the Side Hustle Challenge going on right now with my friend Shalene Johnson. Every night this week, she is going to give you all the hot tips, more than you learned today. And you know, what if you made $400 or $500 this week by Friday? Would that make a difference for you? Hey, it would pay for my car this month. So that's what I'm shooting for. So click the link in the show notes or go to tammyromani.com/hustle. Sign up for that. I am doing this in partnership with Shalene Johnson because she has got all the answers. And the last time she did this, people made anywhere from $300 to $1,000 in a week. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so tammyromani.com/hustle or click the link in the show notes. Can't wait for you to get this information, and let's carry on now with my interview with Ernestine Spreeman about how to sell on Poshmark. And oh, by the way, you might want to get out your phone, download the Poshmark app, and play around with it while you're listening to us. It will help it make a lot more sense to you. All right, here we go. All right, I'm so excited to have my guest today, Ernestine Spreeman. I hope I said that right.
You said it perfectly.
Oh, good. Ernestine and I met in a small group. I want to say it was kind of like a tiny mastermind, right? Where we met every couple of weeks and we really helped each other with our businesses. And I found her so fascinating because she has two aspects of her life that she kind of stumbled upon, right? And then they became this business opportunity. And if there's anything I want anyone to take from this, it's look in your life for what you're doing now or what you've discovered or what you've learned and how you can make money from that. Right? So Ernestine has a couple of really interesting facets. She's on a plant-based whole foods lifestyle, which has caused her to regain her health. And if you look at her Instagram, which is Ernestine Spreeman, and we'll put all of this into the show notes, you'll find beautiful pictures of vegan food, like I want to eat this, but I have no idea how to make it. So that's one of the things she is going to be doing for her business, is to help people have this whole foods, plant-based lifestyle. Be gentle on your body, be gentle with yourself, and lose weight and regain your health. And then the other thing that fascinated me about her, and this was almost an aside in one of our conversations, or I would not have even known this about you. I think we were talking about like side hustle stuff,
Yeah.
like streams of income, and you were like, well,
Yep.
you could sell on Poshmark. And we're like, what? And then she goes into this whole thing about how she has this whole side business selling clothing. And it started, I'll let you tell the story, but Ernestine,
Mhm.
how do you make money selling the stuff you've already got? If there's one thing I've learned in the past, 10, 11 months now of not going anywhere because of
Yeah.
COVID, sadly. I mean, here I am in one of my nice jackets that I haven't been able to wear in forever because I wanted to put it on. I have so much in my closet that now I look at and go, would I wear that if I got to go somewhere? Probably
Mm,
not. I mean, it's kind of forced us into a capsule wardrobe kind of a thing. Like we're wearing the same 10 things, right? Just
exactly.
because we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So please tell us who you are, and let's start with, how did you fall into learning how to make money with things that are in your closet?
So it goes back to when I was a little girl.
Oh, okay,
About
good.
8 years old. I'm living with my grandmother and in a tiny little village in Cameroon, which is in West Africa. And in the villages, everybody sells something to make money.
Okay.
You don't, you don't really go to work unless you work for the government, kind of thing.
Oh,
So one day I asked her to make some fish. I wanted to eat fish. And she said, baby, we don't have any money. And I said, well, I'm going to make some money. I'm 8 years old. So I said, I'm going to go behind the house. I'm going to get some mangoes. And I'm going to go to the marketplace and sell the mangoes to get us some fish. And so I get this big basket, and I carried it on my head, and I walked. And I was telling my husband, I walked. It must have been an hour's walk, and I sat there all day trying to sell my mangoes, and no one was buying because I didn't have the best quality. Obviously, 8 years old. What do I know? But by the end of the day, the marketplace was closing. So I started offering them, discounts, big discount. And someone just came and gave me some money and bought the whole thing. I went on the other side, bought some fish, took it home to my grandmother. She was so excited. The excitement in her, it just sparked something in me like, you can make money doing just about anything. So fast forward to I came to the U.S. and started college, and my dad was paying, but I needed money. So I walked down the street and asked the manager at Wendy's if they were hiring. At that point, I didn't know what Wendy's was. I had no idea. I just knew it was someplace where they make food. I got hired. So I'm never shy of pursuing what I want, which is essentially just making extra money on the
oh my
side.
gosh.
Always made extra money. And I walked to a wine shop once and say, I want to sell wine. He said, do you know anything about wine? I said, no. He said, okay. I said, but I'm willing to learn. He said, I'll teach you. I was there 16 hours that day. I went to look for a job. I worked 16 hours. So it's always about asking yourself, what do I want in life? If you're looking for that career, if you're looking for, the corner office job, people go for that and they're successful. But for me, I've always wanted to make money anywhere I can. So,
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. 8 years old.
uh-huh.
There's so many times I wish I had a redo on parenting. This is one of those times because it occurs to me that we could be teaching our children these skills at 8 years old. Like,
Mhm.
You want something, we just give them an allowance for doing basically living.
Yeah.
And that doesn't teach them anything, but give them a job or tell them how to sell something. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Like,
I
and
tell all my friends, why are your
unbelievable.
kids, they're asking for money. Why are they not selling stuff on Poshmark? They could
Right.
do
And
that.
kids clothing is a big deal on Poshmark.
Yes, kids clothing is a big deal. Right.
Okay, so you've already mentioned Poshmark. Let's kind of pivot there
Mhm.
and talk about the how. So you started. So how did you get started with
I had,
Poshmark and
yeah,
learning how
I
to
had a
sell
consignment
online?
shop, a physical consignment shop
Oh, you did. Okay.
in Baltimore.
Okay.
Again, I love fashion. I love clothes. So I didn't have the money to open a boutique, with brand new things. So I figured I could take people's designer clothes, and it was a designer clothing boutique consignment. I could take people's clothes, sell them, and we share the money 50-50. So
Okay, so
that's
you
how,
did 50-50. Okay.
yes. But
Wow.
I,
That's a
but I
good
started with
cut.
my closet. I emptied my closet and put it in the shop. Even things that I liked, but I wanted the shop to look like a shop. So I opened the consignment shop, but I still had a 9 to 5. So I hired people to help me out, and it wasn't doing so well. 3 years later, I had to close down. So I kept thinking there has to be a way to sell clothes without having to open a physical shop with all the overhead. And at that time, this is 2012, Poshmark had just started. So I opened up the Poshmark app. I downloaded it. My assistant at the shop, she downloaded it and she said we could do this. And I was like, okay, I put some stuff on there. It didn't go anywhere because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't read up on it. I didn't study it. So I just put some things on there, and every few months I'll sell one thing
Mm.
until a year ago. I stumbled upon an article. I don't know what magazine it was, but one of the mainstream women's magazine, and it said this lady is making $80,000 to $100,000 a year selling on Poshmark. I was
Oh
like,
my.
what? Her name is Jenna. I think her closet. What is her closet name? I'll think of it. But her name is Jenna. And I went into Poshmark and I looked at what she was selling. And I was like, I can do this. I have stuff in here. I just need to. But I started wondering, how is she making all this money? And I have some things on here that are not selling. And I started following people on Poshmark, the people who are selling the most, who are more visible. And I learned a lot in the
So
last year.
what is the key?
I'm
I've been toying
telling you
with
all
Poshmark.
my secrets.
Okay, yes, we're gonna dive into all of your secrets now.
Yes.
I have put things in a consignment shop, which
Mhm.
it has closed now. So that's very interesting to me. I would imagine that these online stores are now kind of putting physical consignment
Yes,
stores out of business,
they are.
unfortunately, but fortunately for us during COVID times, because the owners of those shops would not, like you, they would have to
Yeah.
close down.
Yes.
But so you are primarily Poshmark, or do you also look to other ones, other apps?
I would like to. I have about 3 items on Macari, but I was just trying it out because
Yeah.
I don't know how to use the different apps, and
So
I
let's
was, and
let's
I still
start with
have. Mhm.
Let's start with Poshmark,
Yes.
because that's a really good place to start. It's simple. I mean, I
Yes.
find it so simple, which
Yeah.
I'm all about simple. I'm all about simple and easy.
The setup
So,
is very simple. Yes.
yeah. So maybe you don't have, a lot, but
Right.
you can. And honestly, if you were one of the first people on Poshmark, there weren't millions of people on there, millions of
No.
buyers on there like there are now.
Right.
So I think now is a really good time. People can't go out shopping. They're
Hmm.
looking for deals. They want to
Yes.
save money.
Oh
And
yes.
so they're on there. So just
People.
to encourage whoever is listening, this is a really good time. We've all discovered we don't need most of this stuff. And I know this, And I
Mhm.
still gave away 4 bags of my husband's clothing 2 weeks ago when he
Oh my
cleaned out
goodness.
his clothes. And now I'm thinking, why
Oh
didn't
yeah,
this wasn't top of mind for me? And I
exactly.
just thought, oh my goodness, he had so many brand new like Adidas t-shirts and stuff in there.
Yeah, you can
And I
sell.
just gave it to the thrift store. Well, God
Ah,
bless the thrift store. They
that's
help,
right.
they help other people. But okay, so I do donate things. I don't know if you have this idea, but I've had some things on Poshmark for months and months, and I don't have space. So first of all, let's talk about, how do you organize yourself? That was one of my biggest problems starting out, is I had maybe 10 things,
Mhm.
and even that I felt really disorganized. So talk to us about, let's say you've got like these, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually about 10 things I pulled from my closet that I
Mhm.
don't see myself wearing anymore.
Okay.
What would you do with this?
So the first thing I do is I put them all out on a rack like that, and then I steam everything if they're all dry clean. I usually don't dry clean because you want your costs to remain
Right.
within the. I mean, you want to make money.
And you want
So
to make sure there's no spots and
you want to make sure there
tears.
are no spots. You want to make sure they're clean. If they're washable, wash them, and then you steam them. Most of the time, steaming kills. It's even better than washing because you kill all the bacteria with the hot steam. So I
Okay.
steam everything, and then I have a book where I write down the brand, I write the size, I write the color, and I take measurements of the item.
Oh, yes.
You
Okay.
take the measurements, the bust measurement, the waist, the hips, depending on what the item is, the length, the sleeve length, and because people will ask you on Poshmark. I
You
didn't
might as
do
well
it
do
when
it up front, right?
I
Okay.
didn't do it at the beginning. So you have to take those measurements. If you don't, they're going to ask you. And the way my inventory is, if I don't take it when I'm taking the pictures, and then I have over 800 items now. So yeah, so
Oh
I have
my.
bins.
Okay.
I have bins where I number
Just
bin
lost my
one,
breath
bin
there.
two, bin three. I just get like plastic bins or boxes, like cardboard boxes, and I just number them. So when I list something, in the listing at the bottom, I put bin one. And then
Oh, in the listing. So
in the
when it is
listing,
sold, you know where to go retrieve it. I mean, my mind would just
exactly.
went spinning with that whole 800 items
Yes.
thing. And I thought, good Lord, I would have to say, I'm sorry, I can't find this item. But you,
I I did that when I started as well. I was like, I can't find. I have to cancel the order because I couldn't find the
yeah,
item.
I'm sorry, I
They
can't take your money. I've lost that item. That would be
Yeah,
me.
has to be a better way. So I did. I put
Okay.
the bin number, and some people actually started numbering the items. I don't do that because I figure if it's in bin one, I can find it there. But then I fold the item and I put it in a Ziploc bag.
Oh,
Yes.
can you buy big Ziploc
I
bags?
go to Costco. You can order it online. You can even order it from Alibaba or
So
whatever,
if
cheaper
it's
from China. But I just go to Costco and I buy the gallon size Ziploc bags.
okay.
I
Okay.
didn't bring one of the items
Oh,
with
that's
me
good.
here. I have props, but I didn't bring that one. But I just put it in there and then I close it and then I wring out some of the air as you close it. And then so it's like airtight. At least some of the air is out, so it lays flat. And then I put it in the bin.
Okay, but you mark the outside with an item number or
I
a,
don't mark it unless I have a lot of black items and it's hard to see what is in the bag. But if it's
okay.
something colorful, I don't have to mark it. I can see it. I can tell exactly. Once it sells, I say, oh, that pink dress. I go to bin one. There's a pink dress in there in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
But if it's
Okay.
like black items that you can't really tell once you fold, it's in the back. Yeah, I'll write on it. You know that little spot on the back where you can write on? Yeah, I'll write on it. And
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, so that helps me a lot with space as well,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
I'm thinking 800 items, like I
We
don't
have
have
a
a
small
room
house.
for
We
that.
have a really small house. So I have to do that. And then my husband built a shelf where I just put all the boxes on there. Shoes, I have 3 boxes for shoes. So it's in
Well,
one of the 3 boxes.
okay. So let's talk now about where you get these things, because you obviously are not just 800 items from your personal closet.
Right.
How do you now we're going into the reselling part of the actual business, and how this can become a 6-figure a year income
Mm-hmm.
is by treating it like a business. It's no
Oh,
longer, for
yes.
me, it's a hobby. For me, I don't want these clothes. Um, I made enough money the first time I did this to buy bunk beds for my grandkids.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. So that was amazing. $600 plus another 100 for each mattress and so
Mm-hmm.
on. And then the bedding. And I was thrilled with that I didn't have to, pull money from anywhere else to buy a frivolous thing.
That's right.
So now my goal is to buy a little bike seat so I can take my granddaughter on bike rides. So, that's about $130. So I sold a
Yeah.
$30 top on Poshmark this week.
Right.
And so for me, it's a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
For you, it's a business. It's an actual side income. You don't
Yes.
have to tell us how much you make, but I'm guessing it's thousands of dollars a year.
Yes.
I mean,
When I
come
started, it was
on.
nothing. I could make 250, but now, yeah, now I'm making thousands of dollars a year. Actually, sometimes over thousands a month. So, yeah,
That's so
um,
exciting to me.
it
Okay,
is very
so for
exciting.
those who are now they've really perked up, they're listening and they're going,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, beyond a hobby, beyond just getting things out of my closet and
Yes.
and feeling bad about it." For me, it was, how sometimes you pull something out and you
Yeah.
go, "Ooh, but that
Yeah.
cost $100.
Right.
Do I give that to the thrift store?
I
No, no,
know.
I'm just going to keep it and not wear it for 2 more years." Right?
Don't do
But it
that. Don't
makes
we
you
all do
feel,
that? Yes.
yeah, we do.
I
We
can
do that.
relate.
I do that. Oh, I've got
Yes.
this jacket, but it cost me $60, even at the discount store or even on
Right.
sale. Do I want to just give it to the thrift store, or do I want to get $30 back or get half my money back?
Exactly.
And to me, that makes it easier to let go of things. And it also
Yes.
makes it easier if it doesn't sell,
Hmm.
to have it out of my closet for, let's say it doesn't sell for 2 months, and I make the decision, well, now it's time just to let it go. It's taking up too much brain space and physical space. Now I'm going to take it to the thrift store, and I don't feel so
Right.
bad about that for
Yes,
some
you
reason.
do.
So there's a little bit of a mind game for me, and I'm
And
sure a lot of people are like that.
a lot of people can relate to that because we all do it. And that's when I started, I love thrifting. So
Okay, so
I
you
go to
love
thrift
thrifting.
stores to shop. I love thrifting. And so I would go to thrift store to buy things for myself. That's how I accumulated so much stuff to begin with. And
Okay.
I'm a student of designer things.
Okay.
So I buy all the design. I've bought a Burberry bag from the thrift store. I mean, authentic. I don't get, and I know how to look for the authentic things. I've bought cashmere escada coats that um, I bought for $19, and within a week I sold it for $400. So
Wow.
yes, you can make serious money if and mind you, I have a 9 to 5 job. So, and I still do this on the side and make the money. So if you want to put the energy into it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Sourcing it's the best part of what I do, because I get the thrill of going to the thrift store and seeing brands that people don't know, or
The
looking it up.
things that those of us who gave to the thrift store because we didn't know
It's like,
about how to do this
this is
yet.
way. How can somebody give it with new with tags? And I love new with tags. Cause Poshmark people, obviously, a lot of people love new with tag things.
Sure.
So I go there and I spend, especially when they have a sale. I don't go. I usually go if they have a sale. I'll go, but I don't buy full price. And Goodwills in Northern Virginia and Savers or those kind of stores in Northern Virginia are pretty good with sales, and they'll have 50% sales. So you can go. I can show you some of the things I bought. um, uh, this is this is like a romper jumper. Summer is coming, so I'm starting to list the summer things. It's Ted Baker, and
Oh my.
it's almost new. It retails for hundreds of dollars, and I bought it. It's listed at $11.99 at the thrift store, and it was 50% off. So I basically paid $6 for it.
Well, anything Ted Baker, you know, that originally sold for about $300 at least.
Exactly. So those are the kind of things. This is a Kate Spade dress that was listed for $15.
Okay, it's beautiful. It's fun and my favorite color,
And
purple.
so Kate Spade sells really well on Poshmark. So I bought it. It was 50% off. So I paid $7.50 for it. So when you go to the store, a lot of people, when you start out, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. It's okay.
Yes.
But the idea is to buy really low. So even when you make a mistake, you're not, losing a bunch of money. So go for sales.
Let me ask you another like housekeeping question and business keeping question, since this is one of your side businesses. In that notebook that you keep, and I'm not imagine if someone's good with spreadsheets, they could do it on a spreadsheet. I'm not.
Oh, yes.
I'm a notebook girl too. So, but I have a girlfriend who would have a spreadsheet completely planned within about an hour of learning about how to do this. So you do you, right? Do it your way. It's your thing. Do you then write on there how much you paid for it, how much you sold it for? Like, how do you keep books on this?
Yes,
kind of thing?
I do. I do write how much I paid for it. And then when I sell, so that when I'm selling it or giving a discount, if somebody gives me an order, I can see, okay, and a lot of times I do a lot. Like I go to a thrift store and I shop for $200. I know even if I don't sell one item at the price that I really wanted, it balances out at the end. Because that whole $200 you spend, you're expecting to, make $1,000. So even if I made $10 on one item, I know on another item I could make $50. So I have to keep that in mind. And I price my things. I price them to sell, but I also build in a cushion so that if somebody gives me an offer, they could feel like they're getting a bargain and I still make some money. Or I can, if somebody bundles like 5 things, I'll say, okay, I'll give you 20% off on the 5 things. So that's, that's how I
let's talk a little bit then about how Poshmark works so people can understand how to play around with it. First of all, I want to highlight the fact that you said, I spend $200 and plan on making $1,000.
Yes.
Okay, that's a really good profit margin.
It is. It is.
For any business.
That's conservative. That's conservatively.
That's
a lot of times I'll sell, I end up selling, I buy 50 items. I end up, I made that $1,000 selling 20 to 30 items. So the rest is just gravy.
Wow.
That's why planning.
That's incredible to me. That's incredible.
Yeah. Planning.
And you do it on the side. This is your side hustle. I mean, you have a 9-to-5 job.
On the weekends is when I steam all my stuff. I take all the pictures. And then just before I go to bed in the evening, I'll list 5 things. That's
simple. 5 things takes you maybe 30 minutes, right? But you've already got them. So, but what you've already done is after you buy them, you make sure it's clean. You've steamed it. You have measured. You've written down a description. And so when you go to list it, let's talk about the process. So there's an app called Poshmark. Let's start there. There are other apps, but we're going to talk just about Poshmark because it's a great place to start.
It is a great place.
There are others. Once you
master one, you can always, branch out into other areas.
Yes.
Poshmark is grown so much. It just went public.
Oh no, and I didn't buy stock.
I missed the emails.
Oh no.
Yes, I missed the email. They sent it to everybody, and I know people who bought it and made $5,000 the next day and got out.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have. I don't know. Seems like this is going to be a good thing. So I'm looking at my phone right now and I want to describe for people what this looks like. So I have a few apps on here. I have Mercari, I have Poshmark, I have Craigslist, which that people are weird on there, so I don't do that. I can't deal with the people.
I know.
There's a couple of other ones that I haven't really explored yet. I seem to have a few on here, but let's talk about, Mercari I like Mercari because there seems to be a lot of electronics on there and home goods. Although Poshmark now has opened up to home goods, I've actually
Yes.
sold some highly specialized sheets on there,
Oh, okay.
which I bought for a ridiculous $160 and sold them for like 45.
Ah,
I know, but they just weren't going for more. So I'm going to
yeah.
talk to you about that soon because I have a pair of beautiful boots on there that aren't selling and I need your advice.
Okay.
So I'm going to open up the Poshmark app so we can kind of describe this. So the app is called Poshmark. You create a profile like you would on any app. You can
Right.
name your store anything. Now,
Yes.
I usually name all my social media is Tammy Romani. But I don't consider this social media. This is like a side business. Years ago when I opened it, I don't even know, maybe it probably would say in here how long I've been in here.
Yeah.
So my Poshmark seller name is Blondemonium.
Ah,
For no reason other than I made up the word and I bought blondemonium.com and I thought I could do something with it someday, which I probably still will. What is your Poshmark closet
my
name?
Poshmark name is Love That.
Love that. How do you spell it?
LOVETHAT. Just
Okay,
like
so
that. Love
see,
that.
love that.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
And
And then you can put like I put Tammy R because you do have
okay.
to have like a name on there. So
Well, my full name is on the top, but if you're looking for my closet, it's Love That.
Love that. Okay. So at the bottom, there's just a list and there's a little button that looks like a camera right in the middle and it says sell. You click on that and the first thing that comes up is a way to take pictures. So let's talk about pictures.
Yes.
I see people styling their stuff almost like it's a magazine shoot, and that really intimidates me so much.
So,
does that help?
No. What helps if you crowd the picture too much, like shoes here, jewelry here, it gets lost. If I'm scrolling looking for something, that I just scroll past that because I don't know
you
what
don't know which of those things is for sale.
Are you selling the shoes or are you selling the jewelry or what are you selling? So, I mean, it works for some people, but for me, it doesn't work. And the people that I follow that have made tons of money, I know I told you about Jenna, but I also follow Nicole State, who has only been on there for, I think, less than 5 years. The first few years, she made $100,000 total for the first few years. Last year, she made over $300,000
in 1 year.
In 1 year,
from reselling.
She sells some courses, but most of it is from Poshmark. She does not sell on Mercari. She doesn't sell on eBay. She sells just on Poshmark.
So I want to talk to that because there are some people out there, and I'm sadly one of them, and I'm learning to simplify things.
Right.
We want to try it all. We want to see, we want to like throw spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. Okay, I'm going to download 5 sales apps and I'm going to cross post everything and I'm going to see which one sells first. And then I've got to go and delete everything from all those other ones if it sells on this app. And then I've got to figure out their shipping and who pays for it. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
It's too much work.
It's too much work.
And then you don't really put your focus on one to make it good and sell the things you have on that one platform.
Right.
Poshmark has over 70 million people.
There's plenty of people on there.
There's plenty of people to buy the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So go with Poshmark, especially now that they've opened it up. Like I grabbed this. This is a candle, a lovely candle, but the smell is not really... it's a little too musky for me and I like more flowery. So I Googled it Now tell me if I did this right. I found that the retail is $20 on this candle,
Okay.
brand new. So this is something I could sell on Poshmark,
Right.
right?
It-
For
it-
10? Like,
okay. So
how would I price a $20 brand new item?
comps are your best friend. Do not sell anything before looking up the comps. Comps is comparables.
Okay.
What has sold? What has sold before on Poshmark?
Okay.
How much has it sold for? So
I'm searching Poshmark for candles.
Yes, you go, not just candle. Even you can even put the brand.
Whatever you're selling.
So yeah, whatever you're selling, put the brand up in the search bar. Click on it, and then all the items in that category will show up, right? Once that show up at the top, it says I have to do it to even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we've both got our phones out right now. We're doing it.
So yeah, so once you search candles, you'll see different things come up, different candles, or if you put the specific candle name, they'll all come up. But those are the ones that are still on the market selling. So that price doesn't tell you anything. What you really need to do is go to filter at the top. You click on filter.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Click on it. Go all the way to the bottom. You see availability. Click on availability. Okay. Then another window opens, sold items at the bottom. Click on that. And then that's how you know what those things go for.
That's so easy. And then, so you don't even care what's available right now because that's your competition. You care what has already sold
and how much it sold it for.
And how much it sold for. Because I looked at a candle that was listed for $25, which I know I've seen at Home Goods. So I know she went to Home Goods, bought it for $6.99. It's a Ray Dunn candle. Has it listed for 25, and I'm thinking, I don't know, but I'm going to pay that. But now that, oh my word, there's a candle on here that sold for $60.
Mm-hmm. Joe Malone. Yeah.
Those Joe Malone.
The designer candles.
Okay, so that's a great way to do market research before anthropology candles. Okay, perfect. So
when I'm at the thrift store, I look at something and it's gorgeous, but I don't know how much it sold for. And then I go to my Poshmark app and I look it up, and it sold for $20, and it's selling at the thrift store for $10. I'm not gonna buy it. I love it, but I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not gonna make any money by the time I process it, because you have to take into account your man hours you put into this too. If I buy it for $10, I'm going to want to list it for at least 3 times what I purchased it for, which is $30. And nobody's going to buy it for $30.
Right. So you know that as you're buying things. Now,
I know that.
I'm taking something from my closet. I have had to have foot surgery, and so I'm not going to wear these beautiful Cole Haan boots. I did not pay full price for. I got them at DSW, but I still paid probably close to $160 for them. Yeah. They're beautiful. I've worn them twice.
Gorgeous. That's it. Those you're not going to ever get what you paid for.
Struggling those are your things. Sell those.
Yeah, but we get emotionally attached to. We love them. We paid this much for them. We want to get as much money as we can out of them. Those are the things that, I have those things in my closet too. If nobody buys them, I don't care. But I have that emotional attachment to them. I'm going to keep them.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Somehow I'm going to hold one day. Yeah.
I want to be able to wear them someday, but my feet, I tried them on the other day and my feet were in intense pain in 10 minutes. So I know it's not going to happen, but they're beautiful. And
at some point you're going to be ready to release them. I just sold a Louis. I had a Louis Vuitton bag that I bought 20 years ago. It was my first designer bag. And I was in line. I had to put my name on a waiting list to get that bag. And I loved it so much. And 20 years ago, it was $1,500. and 1,500 was a lot for me, but I love that bag so much I bought it anyway. But I used the bag to death. I for the last few years I haven't used it. I haven't, every time I want to go out, I don't pick that bag. So I was done with it, but I didn't want to sell it. I'm like, this is a $1,500 bag. Last week I was finally ready. I'm like, I'm just gonna list it, $500. Whoever wants it, create space for more for the things that I love. And I posted it, and Louis Vuitton, if you post it cheap enough, within a day it will sell. So it sold for $400. But it's one of those things. When you're emotionally attached, there'll come a time where you release that. But don't beat up yourself. Just go thrift or look for things that you're not attached to and sell those. But
That's
for you,
so funny.
there are things in your closet, I'm sure you're.
Don't tell me to do a new income stream. I'll go do it, and I'll get obsessed, and then my husband will go, "What are you doing now?"
You're full. I mean, you have.
I'm full, but hey, let's talk about income streams. What do they say?
Yes.
You should have 5 income streams.
Yes.
The millionaire has 5 to 7 income streams.
Exactly.
If you can make $20,000 a year with this, that's a viable income stream with part-time effort.
Oh, it is. I mean, I have my account, my business account that is just for this. I shop out of it. And I told my husband how much money I had in the account. He was like, whoa, you're really doing well, aren't you? And I said, yes, I am. And money.
Look at you have no overhead. I mean, literally, here's the thing with Poshmark that I love the most. You don't have to pay for shipping. You don't have to pay for shipping.
You don't pay for the boxes.
The buyer pays shipping. You can use, and this was a secret I didn't even know till recently, and I saw it on the label. You can use any of the United States Post Office prepaid shipping, things like flat rate boxes. You can go to the post office and get those for free. You can go on USPS.com, have them deliver boxes to you.
I have that. Free. That's what I do. I go on there. Those envelopes, I use the envelopes because they're easy to just put a Ziploc bag, put it in there, close it, and it's ready to go.
So you've not paid anything for your shipping bags or your shipping containers.
Some people tell you that, oh, you have to get this fancy. No, just go to United States Postal on their website, order one of each. There's a shoe box, there's a small box, there's a big box, there's a small, tiny jewelry that you can put, little jewelry boxes if you sell jewelry, things like that.
They literally will drop it at your door. You do need a printer.
Yes,
you do need a printer but you don't need those fancy sticker labels. No. You just print it on a piece of plain paper, cut it out, buy a roll of
I still do that.
I do that too.
I had the other one that I use in the shop, but I have not had time to set it up yet. So I just print it and cut it. And my printer gave out one time. Guess what? I just pack all the boxes and go to Office Depot and open my email there and print all the labels and cut them out and put them on the Office Depot. And they have a box there. You just dump them in there and the postman comes and takes them. There's no excuse not to make money.
They make it easy. They make it easy with very low overhead. Like you probably have everything you need. You've already got a phone, which has the camera in it.
Yes.
Literally, I will take something I'm going to photograph, and I'll just put it on a decent hanger, and I will either hang it on a door, so it's got a nice wood background, or
white background is usually
something.
Best.
Yeah. And
if you hang it, if you have a window that with light coming in, that's the best position. Some people if you have a nice backyard where you can hang things and take them on on a whiteboard or whatever.
Oh, honestly, you could hang it from a tree branch and get just nice shaded daylight.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any excuse. Bad pictures do not get a lot of clicks. Get a picture that shows all the details. Get the front, the back, the name tag.
Yes.
Get the care tag, pictures of the care tag, because people will keep asking you, Is it washable? Is this the? If you put all those pictures in there, the whole picture, and always take your pictures in square mode, because that's the format that Poshmark uses. If you take it in any other mode, it will cut off the top or the bottom, and it doesn't show the whole picture of the item. So always take your pictures in square mode on your camera. I use an iPhone too. I still use an iPhone.
That's a good point. If you're batching this, and let's say you're listing 5 things a day, you can pre-take your pictures in square mode and pull them from your camera roll instead of taking pictures as you're listing it.
Exactly.
That way as you already said, you've got a piece of paper where you've got the description, you've got everything you need to type in, which is the measurements, the description of it, and the size and all of that. So they give you like 10 pictures. Am I right? Something like 10?
Now they actually increase the number. It's a lot more.
The more pictures, the better, I will say.
The more pictures, the better.
Details. Like I would go close up on stitching on the collar and close up of the button and a close up. And if there's even a tiny flaw, you have to close up of that, like on shoes.
And talk about it. Because people are willing to buy an item knowing exactly what they're getting.
Yeah.
It builds trust for people to come back to your closet and not return the item too. Yeah.
I had a lady ask to return a pair of shoes, and I had highlighted the item, but I didn't highlight the fact that there was a bow on the front that like it was attached on one side and not the other. So it could flip up. And she said it was defective. And it was like, but that's how it comes. But in hindsight, I should have shown this is how it's made.
Right.
Lift up that bow and show how it's attached underneath. The more pictures, the better, because it's really like a blow to your self-esteem to have someone return something.
If you start selling a lot and you get a lot of good 5-star responses and all that, and love notes, because that's what, Poshmark has this thing with stars and ratings and love notes. If you get a lot of those, every now and then you're going to get somebody return something. I got a belt returned last week. When I put that belt in the mail, it was brand new, nothing wrong with it. For some reason, when she got it, it was, frayed. And I thought, I know what, I think she didn't like the belt, it didn't fit right, so she wanted to return it. You just cannot return because you don't like it. So in order to do that, she created a problem with the belt. And so Poshmark reimbursed her. But if you're returning it because it doesn't fit right when all the measurements were there, or the color is off, but the pictures were there, as a seller, you just said, this is how I listed it. This is a description. These are the pictures. And Poshmark would not reimburse that person.
Right. Poshmark will go to bat for you and review everything. In my case, I've had a couple of returns where I never got the item back. And I think I pushed the button accept return too soon. Like this is part of the learning curve. You're supposed to wait until they return it to you.
Yes.
And then they'll get the money. And I accepted like the return, and they never sent it back. So let's talk about scammers.
Yeah, they are scammers.
They are there.
Not often, but there are some on there, and you'll know it too. You'll start having that, third, sixth sense, like there's something wrong here. You can always,
What happens with me almost immediately after I list something is someone will comment, let's take this off the app, or, hey, email me at this email so we can talk about this. And my response always is, I only communicate through and sell through the app. And that's all you have to say, and they won't.
Yeah. And then I report that person, because that means that person is doing it to a lot of other people, and somebody will, fall prey to it. So I report that.
To ban them.
Yeah.
Right. So there, you just be careful. I mean, it's a learning curve. I learned, obviously they were like $10 items, it's not a big deal, but that's part of the cost of doing business and learning things also. I will say that. And wow, I think that we've given people enough to start with and get excited about looking through their closet. I want to say this is like a side hustle, sell your stuff challenge.
Yes. And
I would love to hear back from you, what you sold, how much you sold it for, and if you just got the bug. to do this part-time. I'm going to start with just my closet because there's about 30 times more
Yeah.
of this that I could get rid of that I haven't worn, and jewelry and things that I've just held on to. There is no need to do that. And now that I know your space saving tips, I'm a little more apt to do it because
Yes.
I got very, just kind of frazzled about, oh my goodness, keeping all this stuff. But now I know I can pictures, I can put it in a Ziploc bag. Here's what I've done. So over the top, Tammy, I've put it with tissue paper in the bag and I folded it over like, it was like a gift. And I
Yeah.
put a little thank you note on the top, which isn't a bad idea because I've had people comment about that. And all I say is, dear so-and-so, whoever's name is on the label I just printed, thank you so much for buying from me. I hope you love it, Tammy.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
literally all I say.
That's
and
it.
It's like a 3x5 colored card and I write it on there and I stick it on the top and people go, oh, that note was such a nice touch in the comments.
Right.
Simple. You can keep it simple. Even if you keep it in a plastic bag, though, you can still add the tissue paper in a note, whatever you want to with your personality.
I started out doing that, but when you start selling a lot,
yeah,
those things are extra that you have to go buy these things. You have to buy ribbons. I had all that stuff. I ran out. I'm like, I'm spending $50 just buying things to make things look pretty. If the item is exactly how you describe it and you take care of that item and you put a thank you note, some people now just put thank you stickers.
Oh, yeah. I bet you can buy those online. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People are fine with that as long as they receive the item that you describe it, you sell them. So, I still send thank you notes, especially if things are, a little more expensive.
Yeah.
I'll write a long note.
Sure.
If somebody buys for $15, I'll just say, thank you, Tammy.
Yeah. This has been so helpful, Ernestine. Thank you so much for being with me today, for allowing me to, put this live inside a Facebook group. And I hope if you have any questions for Ernestine, just go ahead and put them below the video if you're watching the video. If you are listening to this on my podcast, would you go and just give me a review and let Ernestine know how amazing this was? Because, we just could have sparked something in some people today, Ernestine.
Yeah, I hope so. Make room, make space in your house and in your head and in your life. Now everything is simplify. So sell it, put some money in your account, feel good.
And use that money to start the dream business. Like this doesn't have to become your thing. You don't have to be the woman who makes, $300,000 a year unless it really lights you on fire. Exactly. But everybody needs something on the side.
Everybody needs something on the side. Yeah, it doesn't, unless you're, what do they call it? A trust fund baby.
A real estate mogul.
A real estate mogul. You need that money. You do. And you could do it. People tell me, I have 5 kids. I can't. Yes, you can. Put them to work.
Right. You're the queen of knowing that information. Yeah, it's been so wonderful to talk to you today, Ernestine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't expect you to have retained all of that information, but I've got great news for you. Join today the Side Hustle Challenge with me, Tammy Romani. Go to tammyromani.com/hustle. You'll be sent to a page set up by my partner in crime, Shalene Johnson, and we are going to join thousands of people learning how to make money online this week. I mean, would an extra $200 make a difference for you this week? I've already made $30 today, so I'm pretty excited. But listen, you need this. You at least need the skills so that you know at any given moment you can take care of things. So join up, go to the show notes, click the link. I cannot wait to see you on this challenge. And would you please just send me a DM on my Instagram and let me know what you sold? I'm excited for you. Let's talk soon. I promise I'm back now, and I will be telling you where all this year has taken me in the next episode. So, see you in the Side Hustle Challenge.